Welcome to Dark Horizon Creations. This time we're taking a look at the Star Trek, the Next Generation Romulan Warbird by Playmates. Now, if you hadn't already, please follow, like, and subscribe to my social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get a notification of when I post new content. Alright, so today I've got a really special product review for everyone. This is the Star Trek, the Next Generation Electronic Romulan Warbird by Playmates. This was first released in 1993. So this toy is over 30 years old. I purchased this new, sealed in the box from Galactic Comics for $65, along with several other vintage Star Trek ships. This is a toy that I always wanted from Star Trek that I was never able to own. And as an adult collector, I put off purchasing this toy for decades. So taking a look at the packaging, you've got your Star Trek, the Next Generation banner in the upper left. You've got your collector's edition number in the lower left. And all of these toys had this sticker to them because there's only a certain number of them made. This one is number 004929. In the lower right, you got some obligatory product shots of the toy. In the center, it gives some of the features of the toy: the dual light-up warp nacelles, 4 authentic sound effects, the cloaking, phaser, shields being hit, and the engines. And of course, it's got the cutout where you could try it in the store. Really cool artwork. I think that would be a neat poster to include with the toy. So on the back of the packaging, you've got more obligatory product shots of the toy. Over on the left, you have a brief bio. It says, the Romulan Warbird is the pinnacle of Romulan technology. A constant threat to Starfleet, the awesome Romulan Warbird should not be engaged in battle by anything less than a Galaxy-class starship. With a greater volume displacement than a Galaxy-class starship, the Romulan Warbird dwarfs any starship the Federation has in service. The Warbird is equipped with a sophisticated cloaking device which renders the battleship invisible to all known Federation sensors. The Warbird's warp engines rival those of the Federation's Galaxy-class starships. Federation specialists maintain that the Warbird's engines may not be as powerful as a Galaxy-class starship, but this vessel makes up for any acceleration shortcomings with a powerful battery of weapons. The phasers are powerful enough to destroy Federation shields with only a few direct hits. Though well suited to combat, the Romulan Warbird is also used on reconnaissance missions and for scientific exploration. Upon confirmed sensor reading contact, Federation protocol recommends immediate red alert and evasive action. Do not engage. Notify Starfleet immediately. Alright, so here we have the Romulan Warbird outside of the packaging. Before we begin, let's talk about what's included. There is this sealed pack that includes a blueprint, and all of the vehicles and role-play toys have this blueprint included. And there's an instruction sheet. I want to leave this sealed, so I'm not going to open it. And here is the Warbird itself, and you can see that I have repainted this ship. I'm nearly through with it, and it looks beautiful all the way around. This is an incredible looking toy, and repainting that just brings out all of those nice molded details on the hull of the ship. You can see the battery compartment here, and this slides open. This actually had batteries in it. I didn't realize they shipped it with batteries, and it was corroded. I had to remove those, clean that out. On and off switch here. You just replace the cover like that. There's no screws or anything. Unlike some of the other starships, this one doesn't include a display base, and that's kind of disappointing. So I'm looking for options to make a display base for this toy. So if you don't know anything about the ship, this is the main hull here. The command bridge is located up here. The areas I've painted black are all areas where there's viewports. You've got the main deflector, and I think one of the photon torpedo launchers is also located there. You've got your disruptor arrays here, as well as on the bottom. That's what those are. The engine room for the Warbird is located here. And the emitter for the cloaking device is up here. There's the 4 buttons. You've got aft disruptors located back here. This is also part of the hull. And for the starships in Star Trek, if you don't know, when they have split hulls like this, you've got your primary hull. This is the enter hull. If you look at the Enterprise, what some people call the neck, that's called the enter hull. And then you've got your secondary hull back here located in what is the wings of the ship. And I don't remember the name of the bird, but the Warbird is actually designed after a bird native to Romulus. All of their ships are. They're designed that way. And it did not come like this. It just looked green, molded green plastic. But I decided to repaint it, give it some color, make it look really faded and weathered, like it's been in combat, been in space. Really cool toy. I do like this. So, for the sound effects and the lights, let's hit the first button. So it's really cool. It works perfectly. 31 years old, aged very well for an electronic toy. No warping on this plastic whatsoever. Whoever owned it must have had it stored away. But when I get these toys, I cleaned them up. You know, I won't buy anything that's not new, sealed in the box to begin with. But this has been a really fun experience to have this toy in hand. And I've got a couple of the other Star Trek ships from this line that I'm going to be reviewing. But I really, really like this toy. I think the Warbird is awesome. It's one of my favorite ships from Star Trek. And I plan to use it for some dios, for toy photography. But it's just a really cool collectible. If you're a collector or fan of Star Trek, you should have this in your collection. This one was $65. I've seen them go for less on eBay, new, sealed in the box. Packaging was in okay condition, but the toy was sealed, and that's the main thing that you want to look at when you're buying vintage toys like this. So there you have the Star Trek, the Next Generation Electronic Romulan Warbird by Playmates.